Hello, hello. Is this thing on? Oh shit! Hey, just kidding, just kidding. Welcome back
God
to
damn,
Los
bro.
Compas Podcast. I got your ass. I had you,
Hey,
just like everyone
low-key.
else probably.
Low-key, I did believe that a little bit.
Bro,
I'm
it's
not
like
gonna
my
lie.
voicemail greading. Honestly, I should probably change that because a lot
Hey,
of people
fuck you
hate
for that, bro. Yeah, fuck you for that, dude. That shit gets me every single time, dude. I'm not gonna lie. It gets me every single time.
I feel so bad because I didn't mean it that way. Like I just let record it like that, and I've never changed it. And
Nah,
to
you
this day,
did it on purpose.
if somebody calls me and say, "Hey," and then I like pause, and then people are like talking back, and it's like, "Oh, please leave your message after the beep," kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh man. No. What's up, everybody? Welcome back.
What's good?
Another week, another episode.
Glad to be back. I guess who's missing again?
Oh, I guess who's missing? Damn.
Guess who's missing again?
Take a wild guess.
Take a wild guess. It shouldn't be a hard question to answer. My boy Moises, man. He's missing once again.
Our boy Moy is he has some unforeseen responsibilities. He's MIA right now.
We're gonna name it. We're not gonna expose him. We're gonna leave him alone. Yeah.
We'll let him defend himself next week.
Nothing too wild. Yeah, nothing too wild, nothing too crazy. Just personal duties, like Miguel said. Hey, I'm excited to be back. We had a very, very great weekend. It was technically my birthday was already last week on Thursday, but I had a huge fucking surprise that my fiance kind of just set up that I fucking had no clue that she was doing, and she fucking had me fooled, man. Not only did she have me fooled, but she almost made me lose all my relationships because of it. So I thank you to her for that. I'm kidding. No, but she essentially threw like a big surprise birthday party for me. A lot of people that were there, I did not expect to show up. Originally, I was supposed to just be like a small party with maybe like 5 or 6 people, I think. And it ended up being the whole fucking family that showed up. There was a whole bunch of clues that she like left that honestly were pretty obvious, but I just didn't even catch on. I had no idea what was gonna happen. Yeah, like seriously. Yeah, like when we were eating, she was asking me about shoes. She was asking me that her brother-in-law was looking for like a specific pair of shoes, and I don't know, just the way she was saying it. At the moment, I didn't realize it, but now thinking about it, I'm like, oh, dude, this was obvious. Like this should have given it away. But yeah, she threw a big surprise birthday party for me. My parents were there, which was shocking. She got my parents to come down all the way from fucking Central Valley. It was like a 4-hour drive. All her family was there, a lot of friends, and then fucking the compa showed up, man. And
I already apologized for this. Who showed up? I'm sorry. One more time.
Look, I already apologized for this. All right, I don't need to apologize again. But I did give you guys shit for saying that you guys weren't coming down. Hey, but can you blame me? Can you blame me at the time? Like,
yeah, no, I can't blame you.
No, you can't.
All right, chat. Well, I'm not chat because we're not live, but chat just let you know. He called us out. We were already gonna go, and he called us out. So you can imagine how pissed off we felt for a second. Okay.
Yeah, for real. And everybody knew. No. Apparently, everybody knew fucking a month beforehand already. So shit, I was out of the blue for a whole month.
That shit was funny when you were like, "Oh, you guys won't even come down." I was like, "Damn." Now, if we go, is he gonna think we went because we're guilty or because we were already planning on going?
Yeah.
When you said that, we already had our hotel rooms reserved and shit. I already had my day off. I was like, "Damn, if only he knew."
Yeah, no, man. But I appreciate everybody that showed up. It was awesome. It was an amazing birthday that I had. Appreciate Los Compas for fucking showing up and joining me on that special day and shit. Wait, what is it?
What do you mean, bro? The things that they made for you, your little pot figure.
Oh, my bad, bro. The fucking 180p quality. I can't even see it.
No, don't tell me that for real. Oh,
no, that's all good. No, but hey, I can't forget. The one that set everything up. My fiance, she fucking gave me the best birthday gift, which was bring all my family and friends. So I can never thank her enough for that. But it's funny, the one thing that almost gave it away, but not really. Before we showed up to the party, we went to a Bevmo to get like a couple bottles and some more drinks. And I think I told you about it, but we ran into one of her friends there, and we were like, "What the fuck?" And it's funny because before that, she had told me, let's go visit her at her job because she was working supposedly. And we ran into her, obviously, and she wasn't even in uniform. She looked like she was going to go to a party herself. She was like looking for drinks and stuff. So that was like a little suspicious. And in my head, I was thinking, oh, okay, I didn't expect what I expected at the party, but I was like, yeah, she's probably gonna be at the party herself, most likely. So that almost gave it away, but no, that was cool, dude. It was an amazing experience. Hung out with the compas. We went bowling and we fucking did karaoke, which is something I'm usually not down for, but it was fun, dude. I'm not gonna lie, it was fun.
Yeah, honestly, karaoke definitely something I'd like to do on my own, but like in front of people would say, "Oh, my voice cracks a lot," or I forget the lyrics when they're on the screen, or I'm off beat, I'm off timing and shit. But honestly, like just with us, doing it was chill. The duets, the duos, those are all cool and stuff. It was fun kicking your ass and bowling,
Nah, you're fucking dude. Okay, you have practice though. Hey, give me a couple months to practice. And I'm sure I could do. Nah, I probably still won't beat you, to be honest, but I would be a lot better for sure. But yeah, dude, karaoke I'm the same way, dude. If it was in front of more people or other people that I don't really talk to, I don't think I would be able to do it. I think I would be too shy. So it was just between us, the homies, and my fiance and my sister. I had a good time. It was cool.
Yeah, but I think you just like warm up to it too, and like honestly, like, those karaoke places are pretty chill. Like you get your own room, close the door, you start getting some drinks, and obviously you like loosen up a bit. You get inspired by like other people's song choices and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, those soju bottles were fucking disgusting, bro. That shit was
that's
horrible. That was just straight up.
Never again.
Never again, man. Not even.
That was straight like classic soju right there, man. That was straight rice water for sure. No, but yeah, it was a chill time. Yeah. I enjoyed it.
But it was a dope weekend. I hope we could do more of these where the compas get together. And hey, just random shout out to Yosabo, everybody that joined us last week on our live podcast. You guys know that we were joined by the creators of Yosabo, Carlos and Jessica. So just give you guys a shout out. We appreciate you guys for joining us, and we're planning to do like a more official episode with them. Dive into some more topics to see how it's like and stuff. But look out for that in the future. Today we got some spicy topics. We got some juicy topics that we kind of want to get into, And this first one, I kind of want to throw Miguel under the bus, but then again, I'm also throwing myself under the bus. Before the podcast started, I think you were talking to your sister. The way that you kind of refer to your parents with her just got me a little curious and I want to understand and see why you guys kind of say it this way. But when Miguel was talking to his sister, he was telling her, go tell this to your dad or something like that. And this is not the first time I noticed this. You do this a lot with your brother and your other sister too, where you guys refer to your parents in that manner, where go ask your dad or go ask your mom. I don't know any of the example, but it's always your mom or your dad. Yeah. Like if you guys don't have the same parents and shit. So I just find it a little funny or kind of weird that you guys did that and referred to your parents that way.
Honestly, I've done it my whole life. We've all done it. I think they do it because of me now. I mean, 100% they do it because
you're the one started it.
I mean, obviously I was the firstborn, so I don't know. It just seemed natural to say, "Hey, go tell your dad, go tell your mom." I mean, I know most people are like, "Go tell mom, go tell dad." I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like I just need to add possession to it. But then I also think about it like in Spanish, like "go dile a tu papá" or "go dile a tu mamá." I don't know if they say "go dile a mamá." I don't know if people say that. It doesn't sound right to me. So translating it to English, makes sense. It's just me. Like, I'll go tell your dad or go tell your mom. Yeah. And sometimes I say it to be like, oh no, she's your dad, or or that's your mom because they like you more, kind of thing. Okay. No, but
you do it because you're salty
with a little bit of spite. No, I'm just kidding. No, no, but I've always said it like that, and like, well, in your case, because you're also dragging yourself under the bus here.
Yeah,
you say go tell my dad, go tell my mom. So what's up with that one?
I do the opposite. I'm the same way, bro. I don't know why I say it that way. It's just the way I've always said it. And my sisters say the same thing. Whenever we refer to our parents, we'll be like, can you go tell my mom this? Or can you go tell my dad that? We always use my dad. Like if it's only our parents specifically and not everybody's parents. To me, I don't know why. It just sounds weird just saying go tell mom or go tell dad. I don't know if it's maybe like a culture thing. Like in the Spanish way, when you say it in Spanish, ve dile a mi ma or ve dile a mi pa. It just sounds more natural to me. In English too. I don't know. I guess I just got used to directly translating it that way. It sounds normal to me, but I know for other people out there, it sounds weird because there's a lot of times where we'll say that in front of other people that are not within our family. They'll hear us say, go tell my mom or go tell my dad. And they'll be like, why do you guys say it that way? Why are you guys referring to them as like my mom or my dad? And they look at us weird, like we're the weird ones. But to us, that's normal. And I'm sure they do it like the way that you said it, where it's like go tell mom or go tell dad. Honestly, that probably is the way that we should all say it. But I don't know.
I mean, I guess the other way could be like, oh, go tell our dad and go tell our mom. I guess that would also make some sense. I don't know. I just it seems natural to me. It just rolls off my tongue. I don't even think about it. I just, hey, go tell your dad. Go tell your mom.
Yeah. And then I also never call my parents mom or dad, obviously, because I don't talk to them in English, but I usually always refer to them as like madre or padre, but I always say it like that. I say it in that accent. I go like, madre, padre, or I'll say apa or ama.
See, I say pa or ma without the A in front.
Without the A? Yeah.
Yeah, I'd just be like, pa or ma.
Why you gotta say it like that, though?
Sometimes
pa.
Me pegó, sí.
And then your dad's like, ¿Qué quieres, pendejo?
Oh, shit. No. Not that far.
No? He'll be like, not that far? He'll be like, el pinche cintaroso, güey.
A way or vale. He's been saying vale a lot lately. And I'm like, all right. And it kind of stuck to me, too.
Vale. Like, no, vale.
Or sometimes I'll use... No, actually, no. I won't use her names. I'll use my mom's name sometimes. Like, I
also have this... Damn. Shit. I also have this bad habit of saying the word bro a lot in English, but I also say it to my dad a lot too. I'll be like, bro, what do you mean, bro? And I know that word alone, I know it triggers a lot of people. And to those people, I'm sorry. I can't control it. It just comes out naturally. And I don't know how to fucking cure myself from it. But I say it around my dad a lot. That word, I'm sure it triggers people a lot, especially with the amount of times that I say it. But my dad, since I say so much around him, he says it back to me now too, but jokingly, like to make fun of me. He'd be like, ¿Qué quieres, bro? Oh, the way he says it sounds funny. He's like, ¿qué dices, bro? Or
damn, I should have said bro to him.
I know,
weekend,
I know he's. You should have. But yeah, I know he says it back to me to make fun of me, and respect. I respect it.
Well, like at work, dude, I'll be like, bro, but like I'm literally talking to just women in my corner. And I don't know if that's also offensive too. And I've told them like, hey, I don't mean any offense. I just say bro like as a adjective. I don't know, or like as a saying like bro or like dude.
Yeah.
I'm not calling you dude or bro. It's just a way of like expressing like some disappointment in a way. No, but I do like so like at work, like I'll be saying like bro or dude to them, and I'm just like, but I've already explained to them like I'm not. If it offends you, let me know. I'll stop saying it. I'll start saying like I don't know what else to say. Yeah. I mean, I'll tell them like with my friends, I'll be like bitch, but I can't really say bitch to you guys because I'm pretty sure that's like way worse.
Yeah,
and you might get fired around here and shit. So
yeah, especially at work. But I do.
I mean, I could be like,
no, go ahead.
I could be like, okay, ma'am, sir, but then y'all get offended because then it sounds like you're older or some shit. Yeah, it's never pleasing anyone, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I do something similar too, where like if I'm in a group chat and it's mostly female, or mostly like if I'm talking to my sisters and shit, I'll use the word guys when I am referring to them as like a group. So I mean, I feel like that's the same thing too. But like I know to a certain group of people, that's probably not something that you should do. But with them, like I never see them say that it's a problem or an issue. So that's how I always just refer to them as as a group. But it's funny though, because like they do the same thing too. Like when they do it back, or when they're referring to us as a group, they also use the word guys. So I don't know if that's just like the accepted word to like refer to as everybody, but I don't know. I know it depends on like the people that you kind of talk to.
Yeah. So lately, not lately, but like more the past few months, instead of saying you guys, I've just been saying y'all.
Same, like, bro. Same. I've also been using
it's you all. It's y'all. Yeah, it's just, and it's it's gender safe, I guess, gender neutral. I mean,
yeah.
And unless someone else says, like you guys in the conversation or in the group chat, or whatever, it's just like when no one else says it first, I'm gonna be like y'all.
Yeah.
And if it sounds weird, I'm like whatever. I'm still gonna say y'all because.
But then you get the people that be like, "Why you use y'all? Like, are you from the South or what?" And I'm like, "No." But that's just, I don't know. It's just easy to use it.
Might be.
I just might be, sir. I'm from up south.
Like, no, I just go for one syllable short words, and y'all just is a lot faster to say.
Exactly,
than you guys,
so. It's just faster to say.
100%.
Yes, sir. I like
No, but
that.
yeah, I don't know how the heck we got here from from what do we call your parents? You know, kind of your dad, your mom, kind of thing. But
Saying,
yeah,
but I like that you brought up work because I have another question that involves the work environment. I want to see how crazy your job is, or maybe how crazy your past jobs have been. But I wanted to know what your craziest like work experience or anything that you experienced in a work environment. If you've had any like crazy stories of anything like wild happening while at work. I have a pretty good one. I can start it off with if you want.
okay, okay.
That way it gives you time to think. But back when I used to work at the casino job, for a lot of people out there, I used to work at a casino where I would literally all I would do was just sit at a table and watch people play card games and make sure that they don't cheat. And then whenever they win, I make sure that they get paid the right amount. So I was always around a shit ton of money. Like people there bet $50,000, bet fucking $100,000 if they're rich, depending on how much money they have. So you're always around a lot of money. There was a lot of people that would also like steal while they're there, and it's not even like the people that come and play that steal, but there was also a lot of people that worked within the company that would steal a lot of money too. And I remember one day it was just like a regular normal day. Just a lot of the times it would be dead, so we would just watch TVs that are around the casino. But then all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, just a shit ton of like police guys or police officers just show up inside. They're just like walking around, look, and it seems like they're looking for someone specifically. And maybe like 10 minutes later pass by, and you see them like drag like three of our employees like in handcuffs. They just like grab them and they drag them outside and they take them away. And everybody's just left wondering like, what the hell's going on? Why are they taking like three of our guys in handcuffs? And you know, casino environment is the same as a high school environment. There's a lot of drama always, and a word spreads quickly. So maybe like a day later, we found out that the people that they arrested that over time, and there's cameras everywhere, so they see when it happens. Over time, they each have stolen like a certain quantity of money from the casino itself. So they steal the chips and they just like sneak them in their bag, in their sleeves or whatever. I remember they also one of the people that they arrested, I guess that they went to go check in his car, and like in his like middle dash, they found a shit ton of like chips that the guy has stolen from the casino. And I was like, damn, bro, you have to be sneaky because there's cameras everywhere, everywhere. You can't get away with it. And obviously they didn't get away with it because they got arrested. There was also somebody,
Fuck.
yeah, there was somebody not within our friend group, but there was somebody that we knew too that also got arrested like shortly after. And but I don't think they end up in jail. I think they just like, I don't know, they probably settle or something. Because afterwards they just end up working in the same casino, but with like a different agency. I don't know why the fuck they would get hired after that, but yeah, dude, like
Okay.
just fucking just random cops just show up and they just grab the people and fucking take them.
Yeah, that's actually pretty freaking wild. It's expected, you know. It's like, you know, why not? You know, like they make heck of money. You could probably get away with it, but you're right. Like there's cameras
Nah, bro,
everywhere, dude.
there's
Security
cameras
is top
everywhere,
notch.
dude. Like literally every single corner and all around the middle. There's cameras everywhere. You can't even breathe without them
Yeah,
noticing.
I can't even pick your nose. Nothing. Fuck.
Yeah, you can't do nothing. Huh? They got you. They got you locked down.
Nah,
Yeah.
dude. Well, shit. I mean, I don't. I mean, we've both worked together, obviously at Target. I can't remember anything crazy that happened there besides like people stealing, you know. And even then, like the crazier stuff didn't happen until I was already gone. Like the guys that stole the iPhones and iPads off the displays.
Or they just yank it off the wire.
Yeah, they try to get it off, or they cut them off because you know you have to. Like they literally attach, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's funny you mentioned that, you know, those people that got fired like came back through their agency. Like I noticed that at our work sometimes we hired through ourselves and then we hired through an agency
Yeah.
or like a labor, you know, labor force. Like sometimes people would get fired from the nursery, like as under the nursery employee, and then they'd go over there and
Mm-hmm.
apply back through them though. So like they'd come back to work and be like, "Bruh,
How does that
like
work?
we fired you for a reason," and you're back. It's because not to like you know say anything, you know, expose anyone or anything, but like the
Nah, expose
agency
them.
kind of doesn't really exactly check your name and your social kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
So a lot of people go there and like will change their names up a little bit or something like that and get a new ID number, and then so like obviously they'll come back to the company and be like different name,
Yeah.
and then be like, oh, what the fuck, like why are you back kind of thing, you know, we fired you for a reason.
Yeah.
And that's just a disconnect, you know, between us and them. But like obviously it's like who would think, you know, oh, you're gonna go apply to them and then come back and work.
Yeah.
The same place that fired you, like for a reason? I don't know. Shit like that. I mean, crazy for like our work, like my current job. I mean, I've only had 2 jobs really, so it's Target and this, and can't really think anything crazy happened. I mean, we've had some stuff stolen, like our golf cart, but that was when we weren't there.
The fuck? How does the golf
Actually,
cart
just
get
kidding.
stolen?
One was broad daylight actually,
Yeah.
and it was the middle of the day, and we didn't notice until later. I'm like, hey, where's the golf cart? Like, who has it? We're all here.
Yeah.
We checked the cameras and we saw some dude just grab it and go with the charger, and I'm like,
what the hell?
You tell me this fucker like half an hour ago stole a golf cart from off the premise,
Yeah.
and nobody noticed.
No.
And then we had security drive down the roads to see if we could see him. No, I'm like, there's no way in half an hour you get that far with the golf cart, or I don't even think it was fully charged to last that long.
Yeah.
Never found it. Never saw it again. Who knows where it went?
Oh, bro, you probably see it on my
Shit
desk.
was funny though.
You see a lot of crazy shit on my desk.
Besides that, I think recently was one of our employees was trying to turn into the nursery, and there was a car blocking the entrance. So they're waiting for them to move, and this car came behind the employee, and I started honking to move out of the way.
Yeah.
And then they were like, "What the fuck?" Like I literally can't go anywhere. So then the car blocking finally moved. Our employee finally turned into the nursery, and I guess he managed to flip him off. So the car that was honking actually ended up, U-turning to get back into the premise. And our employee parked, and he got off, and the car was behind him, like, yelling that shit at him. And then they started yelling back, and then he got closer and stuff. And then the guy in the car pushed our guy away from the car, and then he started driving off. So our dude punched the car, and then the dude stopped, and he was about to get off, but then some of our other guys showed up, right?
Yeah,
because they were like hearing what was going on, so they pulled up.
Yeah,
pulled up in a truck and like another golf cart, and then the guy was like, "Oh fuck," and he just dipped. I was like, I mean, besides that, I don't think anything real crazy. Yeah, dude, honestly, bro, we're all deep out here, so hopefully.
Damn, you were part of it too.
Hopefully, if I ever get into a problem, no. I was on the other side of the street.
You were inside.
I missed it all. I was like, I always miss the good shit, bro. Always miss the good shit.
I mean, that's probably a good thing, because what if he pulled out a strap and then you were there?
That we've talked about that. I mean, my boss, it's like, what scares me more is like if someone is mad at their husband or wife or some shit, maybe like some kind of cheating scandal, and like they just show up on the premise with the gun.
Exactly.
And I'm like, don't ever say that shit. Like, don't put the knock on wood, because you never know. You honestly never know. Because we've had a couple of cases of ex-husbands or wives
showing up at work,
their ex-husband or wife. Yeah.
What?
Looking for them, asking for them, and it's like we're we have a zero tolerance policy, and I'm like, you can't come ask for people,
Yeah. Especially
not during work hours. So we just has to leave, or we're told we're gonna call security for the cops,
Yeah.
But shit's wild. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, y'all need to be careful, dude. What kind of operation
I feel like
it's
too far, dude. Like no matter where it is, it's like if you had a bad breakup with someone or something, like don't go to their work looking for them. Like, I feel like it's kind of disrespectful of them and their workplace, and it's like you might cause a scene there, embarrass them, or it just doesn't seem like the right place. I feel like it hurts you more than it helps you. So,
well, I mean, at that point, you already kind of know what kind of people they are when they do shit like that and show up at their like work, to harass them, and you already know they're not mentally there. They're just like those kinds of people you can't change. They're already far gone.
Yeah, I mean that's it. I mean, besides crazy stories, I mean that's honestly really it.
When you mentioned the agency, I never really have gotten like a job through agency, except for one time where I got hired to work at an Amazon warehouse through agency. Bro, honestly, I understand people that might like working for Amazon and stuff like that, but I thought it was a horrible experience when I worked there. It was through like a warehouse, so all I did was stow shit away and like bins whenever merchandise came in. It was like during the seasonal period, so we would do like 12-hour shifts, and it was just us standing there for 12 hours just putting shit away. It was cool sometimes because you would see like weird shit here and there that you would kind of like just store away, so I thought that was pretty funny. But other than that, they would give you like barely any time for your breaks, and most of the time you spent would be like walking to and back from like the actual spot that you would go like just to have your break in, since the warehouse was so big. So most of the time you would waste it on just like walking. And they were pretty anal about it too, saying that you need to be here and be there on time or else you're gonna get a write-up. So it was just like a horrible experience. And since it was seasonal, once that seasonal portion of it ends, you get to the point where obviously they're gonna leave you off because they don't need you anymore. And I remember being so excited for that time, for when it was finally time for me to get laid off, because I was like, I don't want to fucking be here anymore. Once that time like arrived, every week they would slowly start laying people off and letting them go essentially. And I remember being like, fuck, hopefully this week is my week because I don't want to be here anymore. And I worked with my cousin and then I worked with my uncle. And I remember one week they let go of my uncle. We carpooled together, so he had to wait for me. He was like, "Yeah, man, they let me go and stuff." And I was like, "Fuck, bro, you're lucky. Like I'm still here, and they still haven't fucking told me that they wanted to let me go." And I remember being jealous of him that they fucking let him go first before I did, which is funny. Like, who the fuck says that? And I remember the time would come week after week, and they still wouldn't fucking leave me off. I would still work there, and I got to the point where I was like, "Are they ever gonna do it, or is it a thing where they're gonna like actually keep me and not lay me off?" I think so. I think that was gonna happen because I think at that point they got rid of everybody that was seasonal. I was like the only one left apart from maybe like 2 or 3 other people that were still there. So at that point I'm like, fuck, dude, they're gonna keep me. And I hated the job so much that I was like, nah, bro, nah. I went to the office. I told them that I was sick and I just fucking left and never came back, bro. I didn't even tell them that I was quitting or anything. I just left and never came back. I didn't say nothing. And when they would call, I would just fucking avoid the calls and not answer the calls. That's how much I hated that job, dude. That I was jealous of people getting laid off. It was just my luck that I think they were actually going to keep me full time.
You're that good of a worker, bro.
I honestly don't think so. Man.
I don't remember you working at Amazon ever.
It was only seasonal. It was only for a few months. That was like the worst few months of my life, bro. If you like just standing there for 12 hours a day and just putting shit away, go apply to Amazon warehouses as a stower, because that's all you do, and you're gonna slave your life away just fucking standing there for 10-hour days, and then when the seasonal hits, you're gonna do 12-hour days, and it's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. I would say avoid Amazon warehouses.
Low key, yeah. I mean, unless you like the kind of work, but it's not for everyone. That's for sure.
Yeah. Unless you like it. If you like it, then yeah, probably a good job to have. I don't know how the pay is now compared to back then, but the pay back then wasn't even worth it either. Especially for working 12-hour days. Then not really worth it.
Yeah, no.
I think I would rather have worked at Target at that point. But I think that was before I got the job at Target. I don't remember. I don't know if it was.
I think that makes sense because I don't remember you ever talking about Amazon after Target. You know, it was the
I think it was before.
It was the casino.
Yeah, casino is after the car.
At the PC place.
Yeah, that we don't name.
And now we're
gonna talk about them. We don't give them free promo. No, we don't give them free promo.
Are they even still around? Are they even afloat?
Unless it comes full circle and we become big enough where they want to sponsor us, then maybe we can talk. That's the only way.
I still feel like I wouldn't sponsor them. I wouldn't talk about them.
Yeah. Oh, and that's crazy. Let me tell you this. I'm glad we brought this up, bro. Okay, so when I don't know if I'm allowed to say this shit, but hey, we're so small. Who will think that this is gonna get out there? But when I was at that PC place working, the boss, like the main manager that handles like all our departments, that handles like the tech support department, that handles the customer service and sales department, it's all under this guy right here. And everybody fucking hated him, bro. Every single day was just nothing but complaining and hate towards this guy because of how everybody thought a bad manager he was. Like nobody liked him at all. And I remember there was so we had 2 supervisors that handled our customer service and sales department, and I have no complaints about them, bro. They were the chillest guys ever. I loved working under them. They made the work environment like fun, like enjoyable to work at. But it was just that manager that fucking killed the vibe, and nobody liked them. And I remember one of those supervisors just one day just didn't show up anymore. I was like, what the hell happened to him? Like, why isn't he here? And then a few months passed, and he still wasn't there. And literally nobody understood why or what happened to him or why he wasn't there anymore. A couple weeks later passed by, and we get like this weird message and email from like a lawyer asking us like specific questions about this supervisor and about the manager as well. And just putting pieces together and putting clues together, you could see that there was like this like lawsuit or like this thing that was going to go to court about the supervisor going against his manager because he believed that he was fired for no reason, or they were treating him differently or treating him badly, and he shouldn't have been fired for the reasons that he got fired for. Point is, like, months passed by, he never came back, and no one really knew what came out of that lawsuit or what came out of that thing that was happening. I honestly don't know if that manager's still there. I'm pretty sure he's still there. A few days ago, something came in the mail, an envelope with the name of the company on there, and we opened it up, and it was a fucking check for $133 that we got from that company. Oh, and apparently it came from that fucking lawsuit that the guy did against the manager. From what they're telling me is that, apparently from what they're telling me is that they settled for a certain amount of money, and each of us got a fucking check for $138. So I thought that was fucking wild. Out of all this fucking time, and it's been a whole like 2-year process. I think I haven't been at that job for maybe for more than half a year, most likely. And while I was working there, I was working there for like 2 years, and the guy disappeared in like the first 6 months that I was working there. So it's been a long ass process of nobody knowing what happened to that guy, and all of a sudden a random ass check just shows up for $130 from like this lawsuit that happened. So I'm hoping he got big bang, because that guy was chill, dude. That guy was one of the most chill supervisors that we had there. But that guy, the other fucking manager, dude, he killed the vibes, and I'm sure he's still there doing his thing, being a bad manager.
I say reach out to him and be like, hey, thanks for the money.
I know, right?
Yeah, I know we're getting sued up the ass too, but I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, so I'm not going to say anymore.
Shit. Yeah, you better watch out. You don't want to get sued too. You don't want to be a part of it.
No cap, bro. No cap. I honestly don't. So let's leave it at that. Let's not go any deeper.
But yeah, man, crazy stuff. A lot of crazy shit in the work environment. I'm sure I have a lot more stories that I can tell too. I need to just like sit down and brainstorm it and just like make a list of all the stories that has happened at work.
Yeah.
Because just at the casino job alone, bro, at the casino job alone, there's a lot of fucking stories that kind of came from that.
I mean, it's a casino, bro. Like, and honestly, like some places, you know, they're average places. You're not gonna expect much, you know. Hopefully, you know.
Yeah.
But there's places you're gonna expect a lot more. Like definitely a casino, you know.
Yeah.
People are always faded, you know.
Yeah.
Getting angry or some shit, you know, or anything. Honestly.
I have another crazy story that I can tell you right now, real quick. If you want me to tell you at the casino,
say it.
So whenever you get a player that bets a shit ton of money, $100,000, whatever it may be, those people get their own little private rooms that they play in. They don't share these rooms with anybody because they're playing such big high amounts of money, and they have the freedom to choose whatever dealer they want, and they can kick out that dealer whenever they want as well. If they see that they're losing a lot of money with one dealer, they'll be like, "Nah, get the hell out of here. Give me another dealer, and let me play with them instead." Sometimes you get lucky and you get chosen. I wouldn't say lucky, but sometimes you get chosen to be the banker at this table where you're there to watch them play and make sure that they don't cheat. And then if they win, you pay them the money and stuff. And I remember I got chosen to bank for this one guy, and he was the chillest guy ever. I'm not going to lie. He was like one of the more chillest guys that I ever got to meet at the casino. When I banked for him, he won a shit ton of money. I don't remember how much it was, maybe $200,000, maybe even more than that. I think that he ended up winning, because he would bet like $10,000 hands, $20,000 hands at one time. He won so much that he took me to the side and he's like, "Hey man, like, for helping me win, meet me in the bathroom, or next time I see you, I'm gonna give you $1,000 for helping me win." And I was like, "But shit, meet me at the McDonald's across the street if you want. Fuck, I'll go anywhere if you give me $1,000." And I was like, "Yeah, bet." And so we did like a little agreement that he was gonna give me $1,000. But before that too, while he was playing, he was telling me a whole bunch of stories about his family, about his wife, about his kids, how much he loved them, how much he was proud of them, that they went to a high prestigious school and stuff like that. And he just seemed like he was very proud of his family and stuff. And that's all he would talk about while we were playing. Fast forward, I want to say maybe a couple months, maybe a little bit more than that. He never ended up giving me the $1,000. I didn't really expect that he was. I got excited at the time because he said he would, but he never gave them to me. But yeah, fast forward a couple months, and I bank at his table again, and he specifically chooses me because of that one time that I helped him win a lot of money. I think he remembered that he was going to give me the $1,000 because he brought it up again, and he says, "No, I'm going to give it to you again. Don't worry. Just let me win some more money today and I'll give it to you." But the crazy thing is when he was there playing with like some like random lady. But what I can tell you was this lady was not the lady in the picture that he showed me when he would talk about his wife. Like this was a completely different lady. It could be normal, right? It could just be a friend that he's there to play cards with. But no, bro, like every other 10 minutes, whenever he would win a hand, he would face and turn to her and fucking just start kissing her and just like fucking making out with her in front of like fucking dealer and me. And it would just be awkward as hell. But in my head, I'm like, bro, like I seen pictures of your wife that you've shown to me. Like I know what your wife looks like. And this is not your wife, bro. This is not your wife. I don't know if he was drunk or what the hell his deal was, but he was there with another woman. It was just smooching up on her, and pretty sure he was cheating on his wife. Who knows the details? Who knows if at that point, because I told you it was like months later, maybe they had already separated or he's just doing his own thing now. But from going from being proud of your family and your wife to just making out with this like random lady in a casino, also not giving me my $1,000. He never gave me the $1,000. I'm a little mad. I'm a little sad. $1,000 at the time would have helped a lot, and I should have exposed them. But nah, I'm just kidding. But yeah, she was crazy. These are the types of characters that you kind of get working at a casino. So it was a very fun and exciting environment at times.
Fuck, man, that sounds crazy. I mean, you had me
work at a casino, man.
$10,000 like hands, but private.
Out of all that, that's what you got. No. Fucking $10,000 hands.
I believe that maybe even though divorce, who knows? You never know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, who knows at that point? They probably were divorced already, but that was definitely not his wife. And it was only a few months after. So I mean, how do you go from being proud husband to making out with random lady?
There's a lot of possibilities for that one to happen, but
true. You know, and let's start assuming.
We can only speculate.
Everybody down in the comments, speculate what could happen there. I'm sure the guy was just cheating on his wife. To be honest, I think that's the easy answer. Yep.
I mean, what if he uses this other woman as a lucky charm and then left her afterwards? You know, is that really cheating then?
Yeah, bro, it's fucking cheating. What is the definition of cheating on your wife? As long as you're making a lot of money, it's not cheating.
I mean, if she gets the money too, I mean,
maybe
she's in on it too. You know,
exactly. Yeah, maybe it was an open relationship. Who knows?
Too many factors. Too hard to say.
Too many factors.
Could have been anything. That is pretty crazy. Casinos are crazy, man. I don't know. I haven't been to many, and I haven't been there many times, but
come through. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Well,
not
to work. Just
Vegas casino.
Yeah,
let's go. Let's go bet some money.
Los Compas Vegas trip official. Who wants to sponsor our Vegas trip to Las Vegas? And we'll record some content out there. We'll do a live podcast.
That'd be sick.
Imagine.
Okay. All right, we got one rack on red.
Just put all our fucking savings in on red and just see what happens. We'll come back richer than ever or losing our cars and homes. We'll see what it is. What?
It's gonna get that serious? Damn, I don't want to lose my car or home.
That's whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Shit, I might as well just stay in Vegas too at that point if I'm gonna lose everything.
You're gonna be one of the performers on the street?
Fucking
one of the promoters?
Be the streets at that point.
What do you mean by that?
Working on the streets, bro.
What do you mean by that?
Leave it to your imagination, dog.
I know, right? Shit. Yeah. Well, those are the ends of my crazy stories. Like I said, that one just came to my mind, but there's a lot more.
I think that's a good place to cut you off. You know?
Yeah, I think you need to say one more crazy story. To be honest, Miguel, I feel like you're kind of holding back. I feel like you're holding something inside. That's insane.
About what?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't got anything. I mean, like crazy story in general, or like
work
related, or what are we talking about here?
Crazy story in general.
I don't know. I don't think I got anything right now. You put me on the spotlight too soon, man. I don't know.
Damn.
Yeah, no. I definitely. Maybe there is something, but I'm pretty sure like the trauma is like it's kind of blocked it out of my head right now.
You block out the negative.
My eyes will be on a little too tight, so not thinking too straight either.
Yeah. I think that's gonna end this episode then, guys, because apparently Miguel doesn't want to share his fucking story. I know he has it. I know he has it in him.
Stories.
I know he has it in him. Next episode, Miguel, you better come back with something.
I'm just basic, bro. I live life not on the edge, man. It's just simple.
You gotta get yourself a casino job then, for all the experiences.
I gotta get myself a lot of things. All right, a lot of things. So
yeah,
let's start with one thing at a time.
All right, then. Shit. Well. well, we appreciate everybody for joining us again for this episode. Hopefully next week we have a special episode for you guys. Won't say what it is yet, but hey, keeping tuned. Stay tuned. There you go. Stay tuned. I'm like keeping tuned. That sounds like a fucking mechanical verbiage right there. Stay tuned to our next episode.
Musical thing. What do you mean?
High School Musical? Bet on it? Season or
no?
The second movie is the best one?
No, they're all terrible.
Shit, fuck. All right, well,
I haven't seen any of them, but they're all terrible. I don't like music.
You got no room to talk. Then you can't say anything.
I know.
You got no room to talk.
I know.
Yeah, guys. Well, yeah. Again, thank you guys for joining to this short episode. We like to make them quick. That's what she said. But
short.
The short episode. Hey, let's go back to our 2-hour episodes.
Oh man, I don't know about that one.
Hey, why not?
I mean, if we got the content, I'm down. But it's not, I don't want to force it either.
True. Yeah, remember, guys, make sure to comment on our YouTube channel. Make sure to comment on. I think you can comment on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Give us a little 5-star rating on all those platforms. Give us a little follow on TikTok. Hopefully TikTok doesn't get banned anytime soon because we're working hard to get our followers there. And if we get banned, then shit, we start at step 0 again. So hopefully that doesn't happen. And yeah, just keep on tuning in. Hopefully Moises joins us on the next episode. Maybe not. Shit, we'll see what happens. We never know what happens tomorrow because we got to go through today first. Some deep shit right there.
True that.
So there we go. You want to take us out?
All right, folks. Well, thanks for joining us again on another episode of Los Compas Podcast.
Yes, sir.
It's been real. It's been fun. It's been crazy.
Real fun.
We appreciate all of you for joining in every week, whether it be on YouTube, on Spotify, on TikTok. Help us blow up our TikTok a bit. Share some stuff here and there.
Yes, sir.
It's Easter weekend when this comes out, so hopefully everyone has a good Easter if you celebrate Easter. If not, we'll
hide your eggs.
Yeah, I guess just have a good weekend.
Yeah. Hey, just have a good weekend in general. That's it.
Look out for each other. If you need help, ask your friends for help with whatever it is. What else? That's all I got.
Shit,
Lakers in 6. Lakers in 6.
Lakers world champs.
No matter what it is, like Lakers in 6.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm joking.
Well, we'll catch everybody on the next episode. I don't know. We'll think about it. We'll see if we count this one as a full episode or not. But yeah, catch us on the next one, y'all. Have a good night. Have a good morning, good afternoon, whatever time you're listening to this podcast. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace out, y'all. Deuces.